Hey guys, sorry about that. I was having technical difficulties and also getting my kids lunch so that hopefully they'll be quiet while I'm trying to show you guys what I did and how I made these clay pots. So I'll just, hey Tracy, nice to see you. And VK Webby, what's your name, VK Webby? Oh, lots of hearts, thanks you guys. So we'll just sit here and chat for a while I get ready and make sure my camera is showing everything. Let's tilt it down a little bit. There we go, is that better? I'll pull things up because I know the comments sometimes hide things, so I'll make sure that I hold it up if it's something that you need to see. And if you missed something, let me know. I'll try to redo it too, okay? So I'm just getting set up here. You guys take your time coming in. I might be interrupted because I have my two littles with me today. So if I have to leave the camera for a minute, I apologize. I'll be back, and I may have a baby on my lap for part of this because the timing didn't work out quite like I thought with naps. Are any of you moms out there and can feel me on that one? Naps don't always go as planned, right? Hi, Lorena, sorry. Okay, so I let everybody know that I'm just getting everything set up, getting my supplies ready, and then we'll get started. I'm gonna put this out here so you guys see what we're gonna be working on. If you're not following us on Instagram, you want to do that because we do a lot of our communication through Instagram, and we have things on Instagram that we don't have on Periscope and that we don't have on our Facebook page, and vice versa. So you'll really want to get on our website, ironorchiddesigns.com, and follow us on our social media because we really do have, we strive to have great tips and tricks that are unique, not just using our products either. We like to have just different projects and fun things that, because we're artists ourselves and we're DIYers, and so we love doing these things and we love to share it when we do that. And it's not always using our products, so it's not always saley or spammy or whatever you want to call it. A lot of it is just fun stuff. So make sure to follow us on all of those channels. Again, you can find all of our social media links at ironorchiddesigns.com. And here is the pretty little pot that we're going to be making. I'm calling it a French flea market pot because that's what, I don't know, that's what I wanted to call it. But aren't these fun? Have you guys been seeing these on Pinterest lately, and don't they just make your heart sing? I have been wanting to do these forever, and the way this started out actually was for CHA, the Craft and Hobby Association show. Josie and I had a lot of projects that we had to bring with us. Josie actually drove down because we prepped our own projects and samples for the show. And this was one of the things that didn't make it because they just didn't fit and I couldn't get to my sister's house and yada, yada, yada. So I have this box chock full of pots. There are probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 of them over there. Sitting in my office, and every time my daughter, actually my oldest daughter, painted them for me. Some of you know Abby, and she painted them all for me. Hi, Megan. Thanks for sharing on Twitter. I so appreciate that, you guys. Thank you. Love it. So Abby painted these for me. Yay, you're inviting followers. Let's fill this place up, right? And I've been looking at them over there, and there's just these pretty little white pots. And I've been dying to just vintage them up and make them all, you know, Frenchified and all that fun stuff. So there they sat, and as I know some of you can relate, we have projects sitting around our project rooms or our house that are just nagging at us, and I finally couldn't take it anymore. So yesterday, actually last night, I pulled one of those babies out and I decided to go for it. And I thought you guys might want to have fun with it too. And so this is how mine ended up. This is how it started. Just a white pot. I used just house paint, but this is important, it was flat, which is like a matte finish, so it resembled chalk paint. Usually we use chalk paint for things, and I know a lot of you are familiar with how chalk paint works, and one of the things that is awesome about chalk paint is that you can put it on anything and it adheres really nicely. But I didn't have any with me. I didn't have any in the color that I wanted at the time, which Abby painted these a long time ago, about a month ago. And so I just went in my garage and I found some house paint. And sometimes that's what we have to do, right? We have to look at what we have around because we don't always have time to run to the craft store or run to a boutique and get what we need. So I went into the garage and I found just white, flat house paint. Thanks for coming, you guys. My Repurposed Life. I love that name. That's a very cool name. Somebody will have to tell me how you got that name. How you came up with that username. So this is how it started. Okay, can you guys see that okay? Do I need to go up? Let me know if I need to go up. Josie, are you here? Josie, my sister, business partner, the other half of Iron Orchid Designs, should be on the comments. So if you guys have questions and I miss it, look for Iron Orchid _design, and she's giving answers and stuff. So, okay, great. We can see it. Perfect. And this is where we're going to end up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started now. Okay. Again, this is kind of willy-nilly. I don't have all the supplies. That's my baby in the background there. Daddy's here, so he's going to help. So this is this is a little uncouth how I'm doing this, but see how the tip of my brush is chewed off by my dog? If you have a dog, see if you can leave your brush around and get a nice pointy chunky tip like that. It's really helpful. Anyway, I use that, and I'm just using any acrylic paint will work. I'm creating a wash basically right now. Any acrylic paint will work. I'm using Adirondack. I have these paint daubers I've had around forever. As you can see, they're actually dried out. So again, I just looked around for what I had. It was nighttime. I didn't know, so I thought, hey, what will work? This is going to make an antique wash. Later, we're sealing it, so that's why I can use a water-based acrylic. So I just put that in there and created a little wash. You can use any kind of wash that you want for it, but this is just to add a little hint of age later on. So I'm getting that going so it can kind of be softening up. So you can see it's just kind of creating a nice dirty wash. This color is called Espresso, so it's kind of like a warm stone color that I thought would make a nice kind of a nice vintage wash. So that's that color. It's a little less warm than the label looks though. It's more stone and more like a grayish, a dark grayish. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to set that aside. Okay, and then I'm going to choose my decor transfer. Now, I know that I want to address this really quick. Our decor transfers, you guys have seen them on our Instagram page, and you guys are super excited about them, and we're really excited too. And I hope that you guys aren't getting frustrated because you can't get a hold of them right now. They will be available late spring on store shelves. Right now they're available. This is my boy Elias. Can you say hi, Elias? Hi. They're going to be available late spring, and if you're a retailer, you can buy them now. If you go to our website, ironorchiddesigns.com, it'll have a link there to take you to purchase them. You can also contact us directly, and we can walk you through that. But for you guys that aren't retailers, those will be available on store shelves late spring. In the meantime, you can still make this pretty little pot using the typical design transfer method, which is, I believe I've never done it. I'm going to be honest. I've not done the design transfer method that is on Pinterest and stuff right now, but if I'm correct, it involves a printer, it involves some Mod Podge, and Graphic Fairy has some cool designs on her blog for that. So I haven't done it, but it's all over Pinterest, and if you Googled it, you would be able to find instructions for that. In the meantime, that's what you can do for the design transfer part, but I'm going to show you how I did it last night because I have some samples of our product, okay? So let me get that, and I'm going to cut the design. We're going to choose a design for this pretty little pot, and then I'm going to cut it out, so I'll be right back. Elias can talk to you all while we wait. Go say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Tell them how old you are. How old are you?
4.
Oh, there they are. I found them. There we go. Okay. All right. So, thanks for all the hearts, guys. Thanks for joining. So, these are the smaller ones that I'm going to use for the clay pots. They're the 11 by 14 size. I also used... Actually, for this one, yes, for this one I did use the small 11 by 14 size, and I cut some out of it. However, you could also use, I don't have the full one on this, but this is also a size that will work nicely if you cut it out. So that's the cool thing about the design transfers. They go a long way if you're doing smaller projects. And really quick, since I have the transfers in front of you, hi, thanks for coming. I'm going to show you the large ones and how large they get. So I can't even show you how big these are. These are furniture size. So what we're doing right now in the pots, come spring, look for these. You're going to be able to use these on the front of like a dresser, tables, walls, you name it. So they come huge. Right now we're using the smaller ones for the clay pots. Okay. Okay, Scoochie buddy. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to choose a design. I kind of like this one. I like typography. I really think on the clay pots, on the white pots, the typography looks really pretty. So I think I'm going to use this one. What do you guys think? Would that be pretty? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to go for it so that we can get moving. Okay, and then we want some sandpaper. We're going to do that afterwards. And the wash and all of that stuff. So first we're going to put the design on. And there is a slower, more methodical, more appropriate and proper way to do this. But I'm kind of on the fly because I didn't prepare the way I wanted to before I sat in front of the camera. So if things are a little crooked, like, well, actually this one did come off crooked. You can see it's not perfect either. So I'll try to be better with this one, but it might even be worse. We'll see. Okay. And I haven't eaten breakfast, so I'm a little bit shaky. I just had 2 cups of coffee. Isn't that not wise? Not wise at all. Okay.
What does wise mean?
Wise? Wise means smart, kind of. Okay, let's see. So again, okay, I'm going to cut this in advance. That's the way you're supposed to do it. So I'm going to show you the way we're supposed to do it, which is to cut out the design that you want. Would you go get me the scissors? Remember to hold them down and walk. Okay? Oh, Elias, there's some right here, buddy. Can you get me those ones? I usually have my stuff right out in front of me, but we move things around to do this. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the part that I want and I'm going to cut it off so that you don't take the risk of part of the design you don't want getting on there. If it did, you could sand it off, but there's no reason to waste it either. You can use it for something else. So I am going, you know what? I'm just going to actually do one small part. Now these transfers will adhere differently to different surfaces. This surface is extremely porous, so it sticks really easy and really fast. And that's a good thing, but you also want to be careful as you stick it down. You want to put it right where you want it. So you probably want to be more careful than I am right now, but again, that's just how I roll. Okay. So I think, I'm trying to think I think I want it a little off center, not right in the center. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to cut it a little bit more because as I'm putting it on, it's kind of curving, because it's not a flat surface. So in order to fix that a little bit, I'm gonna cut it again. So I'll put that right there. Okay. All right, and for those of you that joined us later, these will be available late spring. They're available for sale right now through our retailers. For our retailers, they're available for pre-sale right now. Through our website, you can get all that information, ironorchiddesigns.com. For you that are not retailers, they will be available late spring. Now, you can also, I made that a little crooked. Sorry, this is gonna be crooked. This is gonna be really crooked. I can't talk and craft at the same time. I'm learning. Hold on, we're just gonna go straight up this side, and who knows, maybe this will be a happy accident. I'm thankful I have a lot of pots. But you can make these with the traditional design transfer method, which is printing with Mod Podge. Google it, you'll be able to find instructions. I've never done that method, so I don't know how that works. I have heard it's a little bit messy and a little bit time consuming, but possible. So, and I think for a project this small, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to do that because you can print it off at home. I think where it gets kind of frustrating is when you have to go send it somewhere to print. I think people send it to Staples and such. But this is a one-step design transfer. I'm going right up the side. You guys could probably do this way better than I'm doing it right now. And then I'm just going to grab anything to adhere it on. You just kind of rub. It's actually already adhering really well. You want to help me? There you go. Good job, buddy. You're good at that. Let us see. I'm sorry. Here. Okay, so you guys see how I went right up the side. This is the difference between Periscope and YouTube. If this was YouTube, I'd be doing it over. But you guys are gracious, so you could do it straighter than what I'm doing. And you might even try using it. Oh wow, that's just coming off super easy. All right, so that's how easy these are, especially on a porous surface like this. That's why they work so well with the chalk painted furniture too. They just come off like a dream. Now, some of you have seen the big dressers that Josie and I did on our website and stuff. 20 minutes it took us for that. So, okay, so imagine that straight. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Nice and straight. Now, this is really fun. One of the big things that make these different than, say, like the vinyl ones that are out and have been out for a long time is that you can distress them, which is key for the vintage look. So I'm going to take this little sandpaper and show you kind of what I mean by that. I mean, Josie's probably cringing right now because I'm not being careful to do the steps, like making sure, go over it with your hands, make sure that everything's adhered before you start sanding. I forgot that part. Look at how gorgeous these stand up. I mean, you can get as distressed as you want. You can stand them right off if you want. Okay? You see? You like that? Okay. I actually haven't sealed this one, and I put the transfer on before, or after rather. I put the transfer on after I distressed, and so I'm going to distress this one too. And then I'm going to seal it because I want to use this outside. So I'm going to use an outdoor sealer after I distress it. Okay, so I'm distressing, fun. All right, I'm trying to show you guys as I do it, but I'm going to have to show you after. okay? This would be, I mean, it's kind of fun crooked, I don't know. But you can see what the distressing does for you. It's really nice. It just softens it and kind of wears it back. And you can go even more, but I want to move on and show you guys what happens when you start adding. Oh, you know what? I also want to distress this part too. This is just a heavy pot. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Thanks for joining my little flea market flower pot, French flea market flower pot. Say that 100 times fast. Little tutorial here. And so I don't want you guys to wait for the whole. Abby, you want to say hi? Hi. This is my oldest daughter, Abby.
I painted these.
Yes, she is the one that painted these. I don't want to make you wait for the whole distressing part. Go you. Somebody said go you. Oh, you have to try these. They're so easy. Seriously, so easy. Okay, so I'm just using sandpaper, willy-nilly. It's not hard. You just got to get in there and do it. And it adds a nice vintage feel to your clay pot. I only put one coat of paint on these, and I intentionally did that. And you could even actually just probably dry brush white paint. I've seen some of the clay pots on Pinterest, and they look like they were more dry brushed with white paint. And then you wouldn't even have to distress it. It would just already be kind of a soft look for you there. Okay, so I'm going to get more of this off because I like that. Okay. Again, if you were taking your time, you would wipe that with a nice damp cloth to get all that sanded part off. But I'm just being quick here. Oh. Hi. Do you have to go?
Yeah, I'm taking off.
Okay. Bye. Saying bye to my husband. Bye. I love you guys. Okay.
Oh, I missed the beauty.
Oh, hi. Okay, so here we go. Thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Awesome. All right, so I'm not showing you. Some of you came later. So I made a wash with just an acrylic paint, a water-based kind of vintage wash that I'm going to put on here now, and then I'll seal it with a outdoor sealer to make sure that everything stays the way it looks now, okay? So there we go. And I just use any kind of a paintbrush, and then I just start washing it on. I want it to look a little bit aged, a little bit dirty. Elias, will you go get me a paper towel? It's nice having these little ones around to run and get me things. Am I showing you guys this enough? Sorry. I get going, then I forget. You guys want to see. There we go. Here, let's get this close to me. There we go. Let me know if I need to lift things up. He is a great helper. Okay, there we go. See how that's just dirtying it up a little bit. Vintaging it up, I guess you could say. There we go. Aren't these fun for spring? I mean, I'm excited. I'm going to do a few of these, and I might try some other colors too. I do like the white. White is just so classic, and it really adds a lot. I mean, you could use these indoors too. Oh, thanks, buddy. So then I just kind of pat it, just the excess off, but not too much. It'll wipe right off if you take too much of it off. Okay, and then that, if you look close, that just kind of gave it a nice dirty. There's a little bit that needs to be kind of like that. There we go. Just tuned in. Replay somewhere. Yes, actually, all of ours, this will be available for 24 hours. But after that, if you go to www.catch.me/ and then our handle, then you'll see all of our videos. We keep ours because we use them on our website too. So you'll also see this on our website under tutorials. If you click the tutorial light box at the top, you'll see it. Okay, so I actually, with this one over here, I went back. You may want to make your acrylic wash a little bit less watery. And I actually meant to do that with this one. I'm going to see if I can show you guys what I'm doing. I went up under here again to give it just a little more. You can't really see what it's doing there, but there we go. Okay, so just wash it all over the top of it. Let's get some up there. There we go. It's hard to do it this way, but at least you guys can see what I'm doing. Obviously, it wouldn't be as messy. Will you go check on your sister, please? She's right there. Okay. 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 She went out of her pack and play. All right, guys. So there's that. And then you just kind of, thanks for the hearts, just kind of pat it. All right. And get it to the point where you want it. And then you're going to seal it. And it's that easy. Aren't those fun? Okay, that takes talent to do it with the camera like it does. It does. That isn't easy, and it could probably look a lot better if I wasn't trying to do both at the same time. I'm not the best. I'm a great multitasker, but somehow when you're multitasking in front of the camera, it's a little bit harder than in real life. What do you seal it with? So earlier I mentioned that you'll want to seal this depending on where it's going to be at. If it's going to be, oh, don't play with those. Don't play with those. If it's going to be outside, use an outdoor sealer. I haven't bought mine yet. I haven't sealed mine yet, but that's what I'm going to use. But if it's going to be indoors, any acrylic sealer is going to work. Any water-based sealer or not water-based. So you can just really use anything that you would normally be using for that project. You can use over the transfers. For these, because I'm going to put them outside, here's the one that the sample that I started with. So I was better with this one. This one was a lot better. I did it last night, and it just kind of, I didn't get crooked. This one it went crooked. I'm not sure if I like that, but I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me, but it got done, right? I like this one a lot, though. I have this one on my dresser right now, my little red dresser, and it's really cute. My screen froze. Going to watch again on replay. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for the shares. I really appreciate all that. My baby needs me right now, so I'm going to go. You guys don't want to listen to that. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you later.